I'm at a bit of an impasse here, right? Because you talk about things that you like and the things that look cool. So I'm like, oh no, you're not supposed to like that. It's like, okay, I like Starfield. Yes, I like Starfield. Oh, you're not supposed to like that game because fucking what's his face? Hill versus Baby's face shat on it, and therefore you have to not like it. And even though I agree with everything he said, when I played the game, I took a whole week off of work to play it. I enjoyed the game. And what's another game, right? Like I was thinking about going back into World of Warcraft. And no, you're not supposed to like it. It's doing all this other bull crap. It's doing this pride shit. I'm like, okay, that is the least gay thing Warcraft can have done. But look, it's been a while. What else? Oh, I like Nikkei Gods of Victory. Oh, you're not supposed to like that game either. It's made by the Chinese, the Trinees. Oh, blah blah blah. So, I mean, I guess I just pissed a lot of people off. It's like, well, at least the people that watch my channel. Because I'm looking at Star Wars Shadow Lord or Maul Shadow Lord. I'm like, look, based off the trailer alone, I think it looks good. It's not fucking with the canon of Star Wars, which is the problem I have. Is like Star Wars is such an expansive universe. You can make whatever story you want, and it doesn't even have to intersect with the main story, or maybe it'll have a little bit to do with it, but not enough to actually change anything. And again, yet another thing. What the fuck? Yet another thing I'm not supposed to like. But I will say, does anyone actually care for Star Wars anymore? Like, I'm one of a few people that actually tune into the May the 4th shit Star Wars does. I mean, it's fine. My only argument with the animation is it's clearly like they clearly went back from the animation because you had the animation of the Clone Wars for the Cartoon Network series. Fantastic animation. But then Star Wars Rebels came out and they kind of cut back a lot on the animation. You can tell they smooth out a lot of the edges, I think I'd say. And ever since then, they've just sort of stuck with that. And even before that, there was the hand-drawn Star Wars animation that was like 99 or early 2000s, which was fucking amazing. That's really my only gripe. That's with this. Like, they've just been cutting back, and it's never recovered. Like, even in the recent, like, Bad Batch and the recent Ahsoka, you can still tell they kept the same Star Wars Rebels animation. Now, Star Wars Rebels was fine. Not as good as the Clone Wars, but honestly, I don't think any of the TV series can kind of really top that. Like, I'd say The Mandalorian first season was the only one that can. But, look, I'm even playing fucking Crimson Desert. And I'm being told, oh, well, you're not supposed to fucking like that game either. I'm like, look, brother, right? I gotta like something. And I get odd comments, on my Facebook directly to me. It's like, whoa, why do you still play games? You should go to church. You should go to church. Quit playing these games. I'm like, my brother in Christ, you go to church once a week, and you work 8 hours, 10 hours a day. What time do you put away to do the things you enjoy, right? Like, if I had kids, okay, they'd take up another point of time. But look, I'm trying to be a normal human being. I'm not trying to, be what the boomer wants you to be, where you just work and sleep. I don't care. I don't care if it's only like what, an hour a day to enjoy the things I like. Look, I want to do that. I also am making a video game, so I guess I could shove off most of the games I play and the things I watch as research, for my game, and inducting things I'd put into my game. But, okay, well, back on this, I mean, again, having the villain be like a bad guy, be the protagonist, you don't really see, like, anything try that. Or at least if it does, it's only for like a little bit, and then I guess they're just either misunderstood or they become the good guy. Like, well, I'm thinking of what was a game. Like, again, there's, well, when you played the Lich King in Warcraft, and you're just massacring the elves because they're in the way. I guess Overlord, you can choose to be the bad guy or the somewhat maybe good guy. God of War, up until not Ragnarok, 4. But again, being the villain is a narrative, angle. You might not like it, and again, when you played God of War, you didn't like Kratos. He was an asshole, but you had to play him to get through the fucking story. So, and that's in like video game format. In like TV show and movie format, again, I don't know how they're going, because usually Maul is just sort of a rogue. He'll fuck with anybody, rather they're the good guy or the bad guy. So I'm interested, and I might end up watching this, even though, again, most of these on Disney Plus lose money. Well, okay, Disney Plus is probably the only one that gains money, and like the HBO, whatever the hell, but most of these projects just shit money, and they don't really make anything back. So, I don't know. Again, yet another thing I like. And again, I'm also looking at other channels like the Quartering. He wants to try to move back to wholesome content. And I don't know, I guess if you stick with it a little bit, like unboxings, you can do it. But I mean, this is the internet. Unfortunately, when you talk about things you like, you don't really get any views. But when you talk about the things you hate, you get a lot of views. So I don't know. I guess it's going to be like a 2-view fucking video. I mean, I get like 10, 15, 20 views. So it's probably a 2-view. But anyway, that's really all I got to say about this. Again, just based off the trailer, it kind of got me hyped. Look, I gotta be hyped a little bit. I'm a almost 30-year-old man. Other than my game, I don't really got anything to look forward to. But if something good comes up, what do you want from me, right? I have to be happy. But that's all I gotta say about this. Peace out.